So hey guys, welcome to our channel Placement Tech. So let's have a look at the types of database management system that we have. But before that, let me tell you about the what is database model. So for this, we have some set of rules and some standards that tell us about how we can store our data in a very organized or we can easily arrange our data in a database. Okay, so let's look all these types of database and what are all database stands for. So for this, we have four database management system. Like first is a hierarchical database, second one is network database, third is a relational database, and last one that is fourth is an object-oriented database. So let's start with an hierarchical database. So in this, when your data is structured in a tree-like manner, so on that time, we can say that your database is an on hierarchical database. Okay, so it also have some restrictions and drawback. But before this, let me tell you about that hierarchical model is that it also arranges the records in a hierarchical manner or in organizational chart. So in this, each record type in this model also called a node or a segment. In this, a node that is represented a particular entity. Node we consider here is an like an animal. Okay, so it represent is an like an entity. For this, topmost node is called a root. So in this figure, our topmost root was an animal. So animal was our root. So in this, all the nodes is a subordinate of the node that is the next higher level. So in our hierarchical database management system, we have our parent that have many children. Like animal have many children, like animal have many children, like the two children, like pet, and the other one is wild animal. And again we have one parent that is pet, and pet also have two children, dog and the cat. And wild animal also was one of the parent, and it also have two children, that is lion and the leopard. Okay, so just because of that, we have some restrictions also in our hierarchical database management system. Hierarchical database management system, that our restriction was the child node have only one parent node. Like animal was a parent, it have two child, but their child have only one parent. Also it have difficult to modify just because of it have different levels. Also in this, we can represent or relation between the data. Now let's have to look at the network model. So before this, let me tell you about the network. What is network? So that be a computers. In this, we connected to two computers. Two computers are connected with a network. That is network. So in this network model, that network model is more flexible than hierarchical model. Also it's similar to our hierarchical model. And also it has a difference that child node can have more than one parent. Like in this diagram, you can see store is a parent, it has three child. Also order also is a child, but it has two parents. First is a customer, another one is a manager. So this also was one of the drawback of this network model, that it has the complex diagram as you see in your diagram. So also the child node in this are represented as an arrow. Also it has the multiple nodes just because of that. First start with the relation model. Let me give you the scenario that most of the companies or most of the cases that we use this relational model just because of it help us to make the relation between the tables. So it also mostly commonly used for the database model. And also this relation is term that we used for the R tables. And here we take as an example like student. Student was an entity, and a relation represent that particular entity. It is used to store the information about that entity or that student information. Also, this model work on the normalization data in the database. Now we will look at what is object-oriented model. I think you guys are quite familiar with that. And what is object-oriented language? So this type of database is also known as the object-oriented language, right? So in OOPS concept, we know that main concept of this language is based on the object. Okay, so in this model, the concept of data are stored in the form of objects, obviously. So also it maintains a structure that is known as the classes and display that data within that. Also describe the database as a collection of objects and store that data members, values and operations both. So what are the advantages that we have for DBMS, that is database management system? For that we can go our data shifting in DBMS, right? Now we will have to look at the advantages. So it also have the lots of techniques to store or manipulate or to retrieve our data. And also it is very easy to do as well. And also we considered it as most efficient handler to balance our data. DBMS is also used in a lots of powerful functions to store or manipulate and retrieve your data in an efficient manner. And also that efficiently, that is the give up data as in a big number. Next are data integrity and data security. These two are one of the most strongest part of the DBMS. So when you are going to talk about the security, now here we are using our organizational data. That time we have to sure about that your data is secure, because with your data there are lots of hidden information is there. So that time we have to use our traditional tool to maintain that data. So maybe your data is not secure, so in that case DBMS, that is database management system, is a best case for we all can store our data. Just because of DBMS, it has a high security and there is a lots of security reasons. So as well, where we can make our data secure. But data integrity is used to data and protect your data and maintain their privacy. Also, it helps to use application development time. Thank you for watching our videos and don't forget to subscribe and like our channel.